Today I'm going to be talking about the different cubes to get started speed cubing. I'm new at speed cubing, been doing it about a month. I've always been able to solve the Rubik's Cube layer by layer, but I decided to get faster, so one of the first things I had to do was choose a new cube. This is your typical Rubik's Cube model cube. I've done some modifications on it. I've lubed it with silicone and Rubik's Cube and done a little sanding with 220 grit sandpaper. I'm sure you've seen these mods before, but here's the problem I still have, and that is just a ton of slow moving lockups and the fact that you can't cut quarters with it. I mean, it'll turn good, but the problem is you can't do any finger tricks that are going to make you faster. So one of the first things I had to do was to get away from the standard Rubik's Cube. The next cube that I got was a Guhong. It's a DaYan cube. It's probably, I would consider, a medium speed for speed cubers. This is the one I would recommend for new cubers to start with. The reason is because it gives you a little more self-control than some of the faster cubes like the Zanchi. I mean, it does everything that you need. You can see that it cuts really well. Yeah, it cuts really well. It doesn't hang up a lot. It still cuts really well. I hadn't used it in a while, so you can see that I can get it all the way across and it's still going to cut. And that's a hang up right there, but for the that's probably because I went a little too far. But for the most part, it's a really fast cube, and not too bad. It does tend to break apart. Now, I don't know if this is because this is the stickerless one. I got stickerless, but if you get too aggressive with it, you can easily pop out an edge piece. But for the most part, it's a pretty quick cube. If I loosen it up, it might do better doing center slices. I don't know, because it seems to hang up a lot, but I've got it kind of loose now. If I get any more loose, these edges are going to pop out. But for a beginner speed cuber, it's going to be a pretty decent cube. You got a little more control over your cube. Got the Zanchi. Love my Zanchi. I used this for about a month before I went to the Zanchi, and I don't know, everything about it's great. It moves so smooth. You can see how easily the slices turn. Doesn't matter if it's center slice or equator, it just turns really easily. I've done no mods. I've lubed it one time. I've had it for a couple of weeks, and this thing is just, you can really do your finger tricks and stuff like that super fast. The only problem is that when I'm actually solving my cube, sometimes slices will outrun what I'm thinking, so I have a little problem with that, but still a whole lot faster than the others. So either the DaYan Guhong or the DaYan Zanchi would be what I would recommend to start speed cubing.